Today, we will analyze the fat components of cooking oil to find healthy cooking oil, and classify cooking oil suitable for the cooking method according to the smoking point. Saturated fatty acid. Saturation fatty acids exist in a solid form that does not dissolve at room temperature, but they are called bad fatty acids, because the remaining fat exists in the blood in a sticky form, sticking to the walls of blood vessels and hardening them, causing arteriosclerosis. Most are abundant in animal oils, but palm oil and coconut oil are mostly saturated fatty acids. Snacks such as ramen and potato chips are mostly made by frying them with palm oil because of the low price of oil and the low acidification rate. Excessive intake of saturated fat can increase cholesterol and triglycerides in the blood, resulting in obesity, fatty liver and cardiovascular disease. Unsaturated fatty acid. Unsaturated fatty acids are composed of multi-unsaturated fatty acids of omega-3, omega-6, and monounsaturated fatty acids of omega-9, and the appropriate ratio of omega-3, 6, and 9 required by our body is generally 1, 2, 3. Omega-9 can be synthesized in the body. EPA of omega-3 fatty acids can help blood vessel health by suppressing blood clots by reducing inflammation and blood clotting. And DHA can help brain health by facilitating communication of neurotransmitters. It's a lot in perilla oil and flaxseed oil. Omega-6 fatty acids can cause inflammation and produce blood clots, so make sure to maintain an appropriate ratio. It's a lot in corn oil and sesame oil. Omega-9 fatty acids can help blood vessel health by suppressing cholesterol. Omega-9 fatty acids are high in olive oil. Soybean oil, corn oil, and canola oil are controversial for GMO. And there is a potential health controversy due to a lack of investigation into what problems will arise if genetically modified crops are taken steadily over the long term. GMO labeling is limited to cases where genetically modified DNA or foreign proteins remain. But cooking oil does not display GMO because there is no GMO gene or protein left after refining. Cooking oil smoking point. For frying 446 F-degree or higher. For stir-fry, pancake from 392 F-degrees to 446 F-degrees. For salad 392 F-degrees or less. The smoke point is the temperature at which the oil starts to smoke when it is heated, and the temperature at which the oil starts to burn. When the oil starts to burn, the flavor in the food burns and starts to destroy nutrients in the oil and phytochemicals, which have antioxidant and anti-aging effects. According to the Korean Lung Cancer Association, 9 out of 10 female lung cancer patients in Korea were non-smokers. And it was analyzed that the main cause was the carcinogen of smoke from burning protein foods and cooking oil when cooking. Oil that reaches the smoking point emits active oxygen, and acrolein, which can cause lung cancer. And benzopyrene, which is generated from grilled meat, auto exhaust, and cigarette smoke, are rapidly generated. The International Agency for Cancer Research under the World Health Organization has defined 3-HPMA, a metabolite of acrolein, as Group 3, and upgraded benzopyrene to Group 1. To prevent lung cancer, it is recommended to use cooking oil with an appropriate smoking point according to the cooking method. If you cook with oil with a low smoking point above the smoking point, even a good oil changes to trans fat. So it is recommended to use oil with a low smoking point as it is for salad dressing. Even if it is the same kind of oil, the unrefined oil has a low smoking point, the refined oil has a higher smoking point. And the more antioxidants are added, the higher the smoking point. For fried food, rice bran oil, and olive oil in Asia, has a high smoking point of 482 F-degrees and low acrolein production among fried foods. So it can be used for various purposes such as fried food, pancakes, and stir-fry. Rice bran is a byproduct generated when brown rice is milled with white rice. And rice bran oil is an oil extracted from the rice bran and embryo bud of rice, which are nutrients of brown rice, and consists of omega-3 2%, omega-6 34%, and omega-9 38%. Among total of 75% unsaturated fatty acids, omega-9 is abundant, which can help blood vessel health, and contains tocotrienol with antioxidant effect and octacosanol with cholesterol inhibitory effect. If you add brown rice oil when cooking rice, you can supplement the nutrition of brown rice. Pure extra light mixed olive oil. Pure olive oil is a mixture of 90% refined olive oil and 10% compressed extra virgin olive oil. It has a high smoking point of 464 degrees, so it can be used in high-temperature dishes such as fried food. Canola oil. Canola oil, obtained from canola seeds, a new hybrid of canola made in Canada, has 1:6 ratio of omega-3, omega-6, omega-9, which is higher than the 1:4 omega-3 to omega-6 recommended ratio, and has high omega-9 ratio with a high unsaturated fatty acid ratio. However, most of the canola crops produced in the US and Canada are produced by GMO, potentially causing health controversy. Corn oil. Omega-3 to omega-6 ratio in corn is 1:60, which has very high omega-6 ratio. So corn oil made from corn has same omega-3 to omega-6 ratio of 1:58, which can cause inflammation, so you can replace it with rice bran oil or olive oil. The omega-3 to omega-6 ratio of eggs produced by chicken fed with corn feed is also 1:60, which is very high in omega-6 content. If the human body is obese, the omega-3 to omega-6 ratio is also 1:50, which is very high in omega-6 content. There's a controversy over GMO on imported corn. Sunflower seed oil. Omega-3 to omega-6 ratio is 1:68, which is very high in omega-6, and can cause inflammation, so you can replace it with rice bran oil or olive oil. For stir-fry and pancake. Virgin olive oil. It is an oil obtained by squeezing out the remaining olives once more after squeezing out extra virgin oil. It has about 2% acidity and can be used in fish dishes, chicken dishes, pasta, etc. Grapeseed oil. Omega-3 content is only 0.1%, but omega-6 content is 73%, which is very high and can cause inflammation, so you can replace it with rice bran oil or olive oil. Soybean oil. Omega-3 to omega-6 ratio is 7:54, and the omega-6 content is very high at 50%, which can cause inflammation, so you can replace it with rice bran oil or olive oil. Most soybean oil is made by squeezing imported soybeans, and there is a potential health controversy due to the large number of GMOs made in the U. For salad. Light stir-fried food. Perilla oil. Omega-3 content, an unsaturated fatty acid, reaches 60%, which is the highest content among cooking oils, and may help blood vessel health. But it is recommended for salad because it is vulnerable to heat. Sesame oil. As the omega-6 content is as high as 45% and can cause inflammation, you can replace with perilla oil, which is rich in omega-3. Extra virgin olive oil. It's a superlative olive oil obtained by squeezing the olives once. Cold-pressed extraction can preserve all heat-sensitive ingredients. It has an acidity of 0.8 or less and is rich in taste and aroma. So it is suitable for dipping bread or salad dressing, and you can drink 1 spoon on an empty stomach. It can also be used for light stir-fried dishes below 338 degrees at home. Olive oil consists of 15% saturated fat, 11% polyunsaturated fat omega-3, omega-6, and 74% monounsaturated fat omega-9, which is rich in about 70% of omega-9, which can help blood vessel health by suppressing cholesterol. Olive oil has 20 times more antioxidant polyphenols than vitamin C, and 30 times more anti-cancer squalene than other oils. Flaxseed oil. The omega-3 to omega-6 ratio is 3:1, and it contains 53% omega-3 in abundance, which can help blood vessel health. The smoking point is very low, so it can only be used for salad. The smoking point of cooking oil can vary depending on the type and cooking method of cooking oil. And the composition ratio of fat can also vary depending on the cultivation environment. Understanding the smoking point of cooking oil and the composition ratio of fat allows you to choose the right cooking oil for your cooking. And you can make safe and healthy dishes.